Experience short diving at the most southern point of Taiwan.
Ride the ocean currents and glide through vibrant coral reefs.
Discover the renowned shipwreck resembling a rack of ribs under the sea.
Explore an Oscar-winning Hollywood movie set around the ocean, awaiting your visit.
Strapped with this heavy tank on my back, let's go shore diving.
Enough talking, it's so hot here. Let's get our dip.
Look, it's the ocean. Hey everyone, here I am with my favorite pair of beach shorts and sunglasses.
Look, the sun is out. We are finally at the most southern point of Taiwan, Kending. You can dive anywhere along the coastline around here.
Kending is nestled in the Hengchun Peninsula. It is the southernmost gem of Taiwan. It is surrounded by the ocean on 3 sides, and most importantly, it feels like eternal summer here. That's why diving enthusiasts can enjoy the thrill of scuba diving in Kending all year round.
Our first stop is a beginner's dive spot, a perfect warm-up before embarking on our scuba diving journey.
好，我们到了我们今天的第一个潜点万里桐。哦，那是一个靠近恒春半岛西南边的小渔村。那它废港之后呢，成为了一个玩水的圣地。那等一下我们潜点主要是在这一块，我们在地人呢叫做白鸭楼。那白鸭楼是指以前呢渔法放在这边的时候，渔船要下去的时候，渔船叫白鸭，可以从那个楼梯上下去。那现在变成潜水员的坡道，那我们也叫它好汉坡。
Kending has been rated as a world-class snorkeling destination by many renowned travel magazines. When you come to Wanlitong and see the crystal-clear azure waters, you'll understand it truly lives up to its reputation.
You can see here, Wanlitong welcomes you with a flat sandy beach as you enter the water.
I love how the sea sparkles in the sunlight. It's so beautiful. Look at the clownfish family. I am so relaxed, taking in the beauty of little clownfish hiding among the corals. I especially love playing with fish underwater. It's a baby clownfish. It's such a sight to behold, and oh, I wish you could experience it firsthand.
As we dive along this gently sloping sandy terrain in Wanlitong, we encounter coral reefs that resemble little bushes in a jungle, showcasing vibrant contrast color under the sun. Wanlitong is truly the perfect dive spot for novice scuba divers.
Look at the fish swimming through the coral reefs. It's hard to believe this is merely 7 meters below the surface. Prepare to be mesmerized as we fly along with the ocean currents between these stunning coral reefs. It's truly one of the most relaxing and exhilarating experiences you can have.
That was easy, way too easy. Now we've had our appetizer. Here comes the real deal. Your Taiwanese main course of the day, Hejie Shore Dive.
Whoa, this feels like a long hike on the reefs.
好，我们这一潜呢到的是河界。那河界呢其实不是海边的地名哦，它其实是山上的地名，所以它在岸边、路边啊 有一个公车站牌，所以我们都戏称这边是可以坐公车来潜水的潜点。好，准备出发喽！
好。
Just a few steps ahead is the intertidal zone of the Kending coastal area.
Many people joke about this dive site, about how this is like the road to heaven. Every step of the way, you are stepping on sharp edges of the rock. Just make sure to be slow and be steady. Think of it as a free foot massage.
好，那今天呢，我们主要的目的，是坐落于河界32米沙地外的，那我们都叫它河界排底。它位于比较偏南方的地方，那偶有强流，所以待会我们会用故意走偏的方式，我们会正往西出去，然后到32米的等深线再往南去搜索，这样会减少我们错过的几率。
Now everyone, be aware of the slippery rock surface and watch your steps.
Trust me, it's gonna be totally worth it as soon as we submerge in the waters.
那过去的路程大约10分钟左右，但沿途也不会无聊。它沿途是满满的脊椎卵珊瑚，甚至有的已经半个人高了。
Along the way, you could see purple soft coral or even sea pen stand in between the sands and rocks.
Wow, it really looks like a quill pen.
This pink sea pen is huge.
Now we're going to dive further down west to 32 meters deep to a sandy area.
Cindy, look, the ribs.
Just about time. The angelfish are over there waiting for us.
There it is. You can see the rack of ribs I was talking about from afar. This rack of ribs is not the carcass of an animal, but rather a shipwreck.
Now, there's nothing left to this ship but its structure. This is truly an art piece crafted by Mother Nature. It's majestic.
There are often currents in this area, but many divers still insist to come see the rack of ribs here in Hejie. As we know, current is the source for abundant life, and that explains the abundant sea creatures that you get to see around this rack of ribs.
The coral reefs cover over 90% of the seabed here in Hejie. It's almost as if you are walking in a maze, exploring and adventuring under the surface of the sea.
"海参馆位处于恒春半岛，拥有了天时地利。我们其实长时间都有关注在珊瑚礁的保育的议题上，然后能够扩增珊瑚的种类跟它的基因多样性。不过，相较于台湾的其他地方，垦丁地区的珊瑚的复原的状况其实还不错。
Actually, after nightfall, the underwater world of Kending is just as spectacular. Under the beam of a flashlight, we follow the little fish as they swim through the coral. Wait, suddenly, there are so many tiny pink bubbles in the dark water. Wow, from a distance, it looks like a starry sky in the middle of the night.
We are incredibly lucky because today happens to be the annual coral spawning day in Kending. Every year, around a week after the full moon in the lunar month of March, the coral spawning season officially begins in Kending.
Year after year, these beautiful pink bubbles spread with the currents, continuing to nurture all marine life. With each sunrise and sunset, this is the mystery of our Mother Nature.
Cindy, strike a pose. Let's take a photo here. Look at this beautiful beach. Are you having deja vu? Let's give us a little hint.
An Indian boy with a tiger drifting in the ocean for 227 days. They were finally washed to an island and the tiger disappeared into the jungle.
That's right. This is Baisha Bay, one of the most well-known beaches in Kending. With 500 meters wide of seashell sandy beach, this is where Ang Lee shot the last scene of the movie Life of Pi.
And in the movie, Pi was stranded in an island full of meerkats. This location was shot at the White Banyan Park, managed by the Taiwan Forestry Research Institute in Kending.
好，接底我们看一下哦。当年啊，李安13年前来到这边拍片的时候，他当初啊那个狐獴有很多狐獴上树，就是这棵树。
Wow, we're following in the footsteps of director Ang Lee and Pi, walking into the jungle. Under the massive banyan tree, it's cool and quiet here, as if surrounded by a mysterious magnetic field.
哇，这棵树长得好漂亮，好特别哦！为什么它会长这个样子啊
？Cindy 还蛮特别，你会觉得它是一棵树，因为一般人会觉得它是一群树，就是看起来像个森林。那的确，这个森林很特别，就是它其实是一棵树组成。那它的特征就是它有这种气根。那它这个气根呢，在它刚成型细细的时候会随风飘逸，然后它碰触到土地就会长出另外一棵树，所以它就是占据这整个地盘都是它同一棵树。哦，
This white banyan tree is almost 120 years old. Its 300 branches continue to expand, covering this whole area. It looks just like the tree is walking.
So next time when you come scuba diving in Kending, come visit the location for Life of Pi and be a one-day movie star just like us.